everyone has been shilled a lot on this stage, no offense to anyone, but so I'm gonna kind of get the shill stuff out of the way first so we can talk about like what's really important here. So we are live on Metadrop.com with the Valians, made by yours truly, and the auction is ending in 2 days, so if you would like to mint a Valian that you are going to see soon, it's Metadrop.com. I guess that's the shill done. So should we roll the video?
Should we start with just some videos to kind of show what we're gonna talk about?
Yeah.
Awesome. Can we queue up one of the videos, please, and play it? Hello, hello. So this is a gameplay trailer. We're currently the top competitive VR FPS in the market.
Go first, bodyguard.
They like posting somebody up right up on this corner. All right, I don't see anybody here. Oh, around the corner. Nice. He's dead.
Good kill.
Right. Drew, I don't see anybody yet. I'm looking.
All right, I'm going.
Yeah, nobody here.
Wait, what?
Post it up. Somebody down long? Down long?
I got it.
Nice, he's down.
Wait, what color sequence do I go in?
Yellow to pink.
Scanning artifact.
There's one on short.
One on long.
All right.
Long and long. There's one here.
There's one on short.
Oh, shit. No. Play it safe. Play it safe.
You gotta play it. You gotta wait for them to try to beat you.
Easy.
Right, if they were smart, they would have tried to pin you down and then use it at the same time.
Artifact scan.
Nice, holy cow, you killed it.
Thank you for watching. So, my name's Jonathan Ovadia. I'm one of the 3 founders of AEXLAB. I am the CEO. We started our VR studio called AEXLAB back in 2015, and in 2017, we started focusing on something called Veil VR. We set out to be the #1 competitive VR FPS, which we are. We had a tournament last week with some of the top VR esport teams, and I'm very excited about that. The beautiful thing about virtual reality technology is that you can connect and be so immersed and present in a way that's never been done before. So we decided to reimagine gamers lobbies and create this social hub, which we call the Armory, where our players can do anything that they want. Anywhere from playing mini games, sports, arts and crafts, making music, hosting conferences, events. All of this is so beautiful. After we started developing this, the next phase was to focus on user-generated content, and we wanted to find a way to be able to monetize the players' assets that they've been created for our game. And when we realized NFT technology allowed us to do this on a much larger scale and also have interoperability, that's when I got really excited. I started realizing that using NFT technologies with virtual reality was a no-brainer. It's like peanut butter and jelly, they're meant to be together. And that's how I started getting connected to my buddy Loomdart over here.
All right, so I am here representing Metadrop, and like our whole thesis is, everyone talks about how NFTs are way bigger than kind of punks, than like images, than profile pictures. And you see many, many threads about this, but no one ever like actually moves in and tries to move out with these other types of NFTs, because like the current meta is so just, it's nice and safe. But our whole job at Metadrop is to kind of branch out and actually get these NFT systems that make sense in other projects, and like just reach out to kind of projects that you naturally wouldn't assume would work with NFTs. Like Veil is a competitive shooter, and you'd be like, well, why do we need NFTs for a shooter that is also a really good social hub now? But so basically, I want to kind of go on a little story here. So I know most people in the normie world that are kind of attributed with games are somewhat anti-NFT, and I've really wanted to figure out why. So I've been talking to a lot of anti-NFT people just in DMs, and they seem very, very against NFTs because they just don't really know what an NFT is. But once I explained to them how you can have a game that has NFTs as the core infrastructure that lets you own your skins and own your products in the game, and where like, it's not so much just this typical kind of, hey, it's just a bunch of rich guys having fun, which most of the haters think it is, which is why they actually hate NFTs. And once they fully understand that like this actually benefits them and it is really cool, most of them get, from like the core gamers, they get more excited than I am because like, this actually makes sense. And our whole job and goal is to like show this off to a bunch of different types of communities, starting with the Veil VR gaming community. Yeah. What was I going to say?
The next video I'm going to show you is the natural evolution from being a competitive shooter into the social space. I'm a gamer my entire life, and when I realized what Fortnite did with their amazing music experiences, it really got me thinking outside of the box, and it made us realize that we can reimagine gamers' lobbies. Can you cue up the next video, Veil Social, please? Thank you.
Good game, bro.
Yeah, GG.
The headshot, though.
100% luck.
Bro, no shot.
You know what?
All
1v1 me in the
real
army.
gameplay
let's go.
footage captured.
When you make a friend, you get
All
this
real
real
people,
feeling
not
like
paid
you'll
actors.
be your friend forever. Friends are there being kind and being there for you. When I'm around my friends,
Come
I feel
rave with
safe,
all your
good,
friends
and
in
cared
Veil.
about. As Winnie the Pooh once said, a friend is one of the nicest things you can ever have, one of the best things you can ever be.
Play sports.
So go out there, make some friends. I promise you'll feel good in your mind and in your heart.
And we're still a shooter game. So, I'm super excited, right? I've been a gamer my entire life. I've played anything from RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Pokemon, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Halo, you name it. I've played pretty much every mainstream title and a lot of indie titles. The reason why I love virtual reality is because you finally have a medium that allows you to do anything imaginable and more. So we started off as a competitive shooter, reimagined the gamers lobby, and then essentially started treating the gamers lobby as a sandbox experience. And now we're starting to add NFTs in, which our NFT project is called Valian. The NFT itself, we wanted to show it almost as a proof of concept of what we believe virtual reality NFTs could be. So when you buy our NFT, and I highly recommend for anybody here that has never tried virtual reality or has tried it in the past, we have a booth right outside here to try our experience. When you buy our NFT, you're not only getting a PFP, but you're getting an in-game social pet, fully interactable. You can battle it, you could breed it, you could do a lot of things, think Pokemon. We're also treating it in a unique way where it serves as a lifelong battle pass for in-game airdrops. And we're also building something called Veil Citadel, which is a virtual reality space for all of the NFT holders to actually have a place to meet that's not just text like Discord or Telegram, etc. And we've also partnered with some very large players in the space to be able to have interoperability with our assets in other worlds, and we're very excited about that. Loom, any thoughts? We can also take questions.
So, something really cool, because obviously I'm more of a like a legacy NFT guy. I haven't really tried much VR until I met with John and the Veil team. And I think this is both good for the crypto guys and the non-crypto guys. The non-crypto guys, because they seem to have a struggle with the entire concept of ownership, which is like, hey, can't I just right-click save this and suddenly it's mine? But I think being able to see an NFT you own in VR and being able to interact with it, it's like a whole second level of like reality. And it's good for the crypto guys because of the same reason where it's like, wait, damn, this is mine. Like you can look on the chain and see that this thing belongs to me, which is like a pretty cool concept.
Awesome. And then, yeah, so I'll show you what the Valian actually looks like. Can we cue up the unveil of the Valian?
Unveil.
So guys, that is the Valian. We have 6 breeds. And if you actually come to our booth and try it, you can see the Valian in VR right now. I'm not selling you something that I'll give to you in 5 years from now.
Yeah, kind of one final thought is basically like the whole plan here is to show again the crypto and the non-crypto people that like the metaverse is for everyone. NFTs, crypto, it can benefit you without having to even like, gamers don't even need to know they're playing with NFTs on the back end when they play Veil. And like you shouldn't have to change your core product to make it work with NFTs. Which is like an issue I think a lot of people are seeing where like these kind of crypto-based games they're not really games, they're more like NFT distribution mechanisms. Which like is fun for some, but I think for crypto to really like broaden out, we need to get more kind of integrated systems like this, where kind of there's zero difference from the user experience of playing Veil with NFTs and Veil without NFTs. And I think this is quite important because like we need to onboard as many normies as possible before Mark Zuckerberg and the Face Meta bookverse just completely steamrolls everything and like they onboard the normies into their platform, and then like everyone gets invested in the metaverse, and suddenly like these guys aren't even willing to try out the crypto version, and they're stuck in this kind of, well, this centralized database basically. And then once they've invested into it, it's like they're probably not going to switch over to crypto. And I think the crypto guys need to really realize this a bit more. Like this isn't a thing where it's like, oh yeah, they'll come over eventually. Like we need to go out and show them how crypto and NFTs can benefit them.
Yeah, and there's just a little story I want to say, because I don't know if many people know what's actually happening, specifically in the virtual reality market. There's only about a dozen real studios in the space. It's actually not that large at all. The biggest bottleneck in the entire industry right now, it's no longer the hardware. For $300, you can access VR, no computer needed. It is amazing, and for that, I commend Facebook. I say thank you to Facebook. My issue with Facebook is the fact that they think they're game developers. In the last 12 months, they have purchased nearly every single VR studio and are trying to tell them what to develop. They have no fucking idea what gamers want to play. And you literally go look at statistics. The second that a game gets acquired by Facebook, it immediately gets boycotted. But you give it a few months for the first update, and it is disgusting because they are trying to force everyone to just be on one platform, the Oculus platform, closed ecosystem. They think they know what the players want. They have no idea. And me as a gamer, I am tired of playing the same damn franchise for 20 years. Don't get me wrong, I love Halo, it just came out. But it's fucking 20 years of Halo. Like, I'm looking for something new. Call of Duty, World of Warcraft. I played these games for 10, 20 years, and I still play them today. But it's the same games over and over. And I started realizing why when I actually got into the business of it. Publishers have monopolized it to the point where indie studios have zero chance because they will get outspent in marketing, they will get bought up and just literally shelved just for the fuck of it. And it got to the point where now we're talking about virtual reality. It's a new space. Indie developers are starting to skyrocket, and Facebook, a non-gaming studio, decided to gobble up everybody and pay premiums, where I am literally the last independent VR studio in the market. And I was about to go bankrupt a few months ago because we ran out of runway, and I was negotiating with VCs where every single VC literally wanted to sell me to Facebook. They're like, oh, this is amazing. I buy you at 50 million, we can flip you in 3 months. I went into Population One, we flipped them. I went into Onward, Downpour Interactive, we flipped them. They're excited because they immediately have an exit strategy, and the first question that's asked of me is always, what's your exit strategy as an entrepreneur? And I literally, I'm crazy, but I say, I do not have one. I love this so much that I don't plan on selling this. Like, I didn't dedicate my life and literally put my life at risk to do something to just sell it to Facebook or really sell it to any company. I mean, if Activision came to me, might be a little bit a different story, but definitely not Facebook, and especially Amazon with their game New World. They put $400 million into it. It was the worst game I ever played, like $400 million budget, and it literally was so trash. I forced myself to play it for 10 hours because I'm trying to understand where the money went. We need game developers to succeed. And one of the reasons why I finally decided to skip my traditional Series A and go with crypto people is because crypto people, they're for the people. If you really look at it, every single person here, we're all on the same side. It's either decentralizing or centralizing. And I really am so grateful to Loom and to his entire team that told me the day that I was about to sign my Series A, because I had literally 2 weeks of runway left, he said, don't sign it. Give me your Ether address. We need at least one independent studio in the space. And I didn't even know the guy. I only knew him online. He did it. And I am so grateful to him for that. And now I'm at the point where I'm trying to set an example to all other indie studios and something that's really exciting. What happened? 1 minute? What's really exciting, and Loom, maybe you can just talk about it for 1 minute. When you have true interoperability, what does that do for indie developers?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, there's a very, very clear reason why none of these big game companies are ever going to integrate NFTs. And I will quickly say, look at Fortnite. Like, I have many friends who still play Fortnite, and I ask them, like, bro, why? You're clearly not having fun. And the guy's like, homie, I spent like $3,000 on skins. I can't not play. And like, I kind of get it, but it's like when you're in a trade and you're underwater, you don't want to close because like you're going to hit that break even sometime, and then you get liquidated and it's over. But anyways, like no game company is willing to take this risk where your users can literally say, well, I own my skins, I own my investment into the game, I'm just going to leave. And like indie devs, suddenly they're like, well, all these guys are looking to leave this game. What we can do is like integrate those NFTs into our game and be like, guys, look, Fortnite's treating you like trash. Come over to us, we will provide you with a game that is fun and that listens to you. And so this is why no game company is ever going to integrate NFTs. And it's why like you kind of need to go to someone who is pioneering like the edge of both NFTs, gaming, and VR, like the Veil team. Because they're willing to take this risk because they know they are people first. And they're not going to make a game that will like piss the users off enough to have to like require them to be stuck into the system to like stay in the system, which I think is super cool.
All right, I think they're kicking us off. Done? All right, one last thing. I just want to say something because it's very important, and I'll let you all go. When I got into virtual reality, there was literally zero money in it. I did it because I actually loved it. And now that there is a lot of money in it, I've seen every other person sell out. I literally will never, and I'm going to be the first VR studio to have real interoperability because I don't care. I want people to have good games. And if that's what it takes, I'm willing to take it. Please come try out our booth and really try VR. VR is good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I would like to say definitely try out the booth. VR just blows my mind. And thanks for having us.
Somebody
Wait, do I have to do like a final shill?
Hold on.